Hello guys, this is a part 3. Let us start by adding the wall trim. Go to one of the corners, position the cursor there, then add a cube. Press S to scale it. After scaling it you want to apply scale, pressing Ctrl+A will open Apply window. Select Apply Scale. To adjust the cube dimensions, open the Edit panel by pressing N. I am going to adjust it, so watch the numbers. It will be same if your axis match with this. Now move it so it position right. Do not forget to hold Shift key if it is moving fast. After that go to Edit mode. Select one face to extrude. After selecting the face press E, then the axis you want to extrude on. It will take 5 minutes, so I am fasting the process here. Now to cut the area intersect with the window, go to Edit mode, select the faces and delete them. To cap the rest, select two edges in front of each other, press right-click then choose Bridge Edge Loop. This will cap the missing face. Repeat the process on the other side. Now for the shadings, go to Shading Editor, select the wall trim. Now what we need is to assign the marble material to it, but at the same time be able to adjust the color if we want. So to do that, add a new material, then go to the marble material, select it and Ctrl+C to copy it. Now go back to the material we made and paste the marble nodes. Let us unwrap it. Go to Edit mode, press A to select all, press U to open UV mapping window. We are going with the cube projection. It is look messy but it is fine. Back to the shading editor. In the mapping node, change the scale on the X and Y to 10, and like that it looks good. Adding furniture to the scene. To add external file to your work, easy. Click and drag it to your scene. A window will pop up. Select Append, then choose Collection. So as you see, we added a sofa with a carpet. Let us place it in the room. You can hide the collection from the eye icon. To select all objects in the collection, right-click and choose Select Objects. Move it around the room. Place it on the wood floor. You can scale it by 0.9. Adjust the position again. After all that, let us change the pillows material. By selecting the corner of your scene view and dragging it, a new view window will open. Change the editor type to Shading Editor. Now, to add a texture node, go to Add, select Texture, Image Texture, press Open to add texture to your node. So like before, if we want to keep the material settings, but also be able to change some of the setting for some objects, we need to make a new material and copy the nodes. After that, choose the pillows. Go to Edit Mode and select All. From the Materials window, hit Assign. Repeat the process for the pillows you want. Now to add a view outside, we are going to project a texture on a cylinder, so add a cylinder, put the cap type to nothing, scale it so it passes the sun. After that, go the shadings. Select the cylinder and add new material, delete the principal BSDF and add an emission node. After that, add an image texture, press open, select your image, connect the nodes color to color. While selecting the image node, press Ctrl+T to add two new nodes. Those two will control the scale, rotation and position of your texture. Now, change the scale on the X to 3, move the cylinders so your grid match the horizon line. Go to the camera and move the texture from the position on the X-axis. If it's hard to see, hide the glass windows, and finally, change the emission strength to something like 5. Now let us add some spotlights to the ceiling. Like before, click and drag the spot file to your scene. Hit append and select collection. Make sure collections don't get into each other's. Scale the spot and place it in the ceiling. You can switch between views for better controlling. Now hide the upper ceiling. As you see, the ceiling intersect with the spot, so we need to empty it by using the Boolean modifier. Create a cylinder and scale it to fit the spot. Then select the ceiling, go to modifiers and hit Boolean. In the Boolean setting, from object choose the cylinder. Now it's done. So before fixing the spot materials, let us assign the wall material to the ceiling. Now back to the spot, select the lamp inside, change the material by deleting the BSDF node and adding an emission shader. Up the strength to around 50. This spot glass has two materials, just delete the solid one and we are done. For the casting light, add a spotlight. Go to the light settings. Make the color something yellowish. You can use the hex code FFCA83. Change the light power to around 25 for now. After that, make some copies. After making copies of the spot, empty the ceiling again using the Boolean modifier. Now to the outside. To fix the marble, hide the floor, select the face and extrude. Select the faces generates by the extrude and unwrap it. Go to the other window and do the same. To add a railing to the balcony, position the cursor in one corner, go to Add, Archipack, select Fence, a window of the models will pop up, choose Glass Metal. Now to the Edit panel. It is the same like editing the walls. We are going to edit the length, add another part, rotate the parts to fit and add some shades to it. We are going to use the same metal and glass material from the window, so watch and make your favorite rail. So before we end this part, let us just edit this spotlight setting. Change the light power to around 5 and the light size to something like 63. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Next part we are going to finish placing the furniture and animate the camera movement, so stay tuned.